Hi, I'm Charlene with Eagle Lake Island Lodge, and I'm here with Doug Dible. Doug, I was thinking about setting up a rod and getting geared up for musky fishing, and I see it's a lot of different things that I'm not familiar with. So first off, this line, what is this? This is braided line?
That's a braided line. That's a line that they came out with a few years back, and it's a little bit better. You can get the braid in like an 80-pound test braid, but it's going to be in the diameter of a mono line that would be the equivalent of about 35-40-pound test, which would be a lot thicker, and so you have a lot more ability to get more action on your baits with the thinner lines. But you have the braid, which most of my poles I set up with 80-pound and 100-pound test on the braid. And the biggest reason is, if I get a muskie on, I wanted to get it to the boat as quick as I can so I can get the fish to the boat and get it released. A lot of times you hear people talk about, well, yeah, I had my spinning rod and got a muskie on. It took me 30 minutes to get it to the boat. And a lot of times the fish might swim away, but they've stressed that fish really bad, and especially in the summer when the water temperatures are hotter, the fish might swim away. You think he's okay, but he's probably just going down to the bottom to die. And then when you're using this line, a lot of times when you want to put the baits on, these toothy critters have some really sharp teeth. And so depending on what type of bait you're using, you have fluorocarbon leaders, and you also have steel leaders.
So this is the fluorocarbon?
That's a fluorocarbon, and that leader there is a 150-pound test, and you can use it with crankbaits, you can use it with some top waters. Some people with top waters still prefer a steel leader. A lot of your jerk baits and glide baits, you want the steel leader because you have more control over the bait. You don't get the slackness in the leader like you do with a fluorocarbon leader. And the steel leaders, you know, the teeth aren't going to cut through those. The fluorocarbon leaders, though, are really good. They help cover up. They become invisible in the water, and you've got several companies today making them. And it's just a big tool. It's just another tool that you have in your arsenal to help try and catch these big fish.
And I know these can be a lot of money, so it's a good way to not lose your lures.
It's a good way not to lose a lure. Some of these musky lures guys are paying $40, $50 for, and nothing worse than losing it just because you tied it on and didn't use a leader and a muskie take it off with his sharp teeth.
Heartbreaking.
It is.
Well, thank you, Doug. I'm Charlene, and I'm hooked on an island.